Why does Saturn give delays in fulfillment of desires? We have been always told that Saturn is a planet which doesn't gives happiness. Wherever Saturn is placed and wherever Saturn is aspecting, there will be delays, there will be obstacles, and it will take time to get happiness or to get fulfillment from those area of life. And several of you have asked me this question: why is Saturn behaving in this way, and why is Saturn giving delays in desire fulfillment? So if you want to know about the secret about the nature of Saturn and why Saturn gives delay in desire fulfillment and why Saturn matures late, then first you have to subscribe to Purab's universe, guys, because only if you subscribe to Purab's universe you will get access to such different content. After watching this video in its entirety, if you have liked this video genuinely, then hit the like button, and if you have disliked this video, genuinely hit the dislike button, but show me your genuine reaction. So hey guys, what's up? I hope you guys are doing great, and I welcome you back to Purab's universe, and let's find out why Saturn delays. It doesn't deny, it delays the significance, right? So let me take you through the fundamentals. Saturn is the outermost planet in Vedic astrology because it is the last planet. After that, there is Neptune, Uranus and Pluto, which we don't consider in Vedic astrology. So Saturn is the last planet. And if you look at the picture or image of Saturn taken from a telescope, you will see that Saturn is very gaseous, it is icy, and it has got 1 million asteroids which are creating a belt around it and which is surrounding it. So it looks like a third eye and it looks strange. So if you look at the nature of the physical existence of Saturn, it is aloof, it is far away from the sun, it is alone, and it has got a lot of rings. That is, it has got a lot of obstacles and blockages because you cannot reach Saturn very easily, right? So physically Saturn is so inaccessible and it is so far away, right? And also in astrological sense, Saturn is Vayu Tattva. It is the controller of the breath or the Pran. Saturn is the controller of the Pran Vayu. So it is the Karak of the 8th house, and it controls the breath, the number of breath you're taking and your life cycle, right? Saturn takes roughly 2.5 years to 3 years to transit through one zodiac sign. So it is the one planet which takes the longest amount of time to transit through the zodiac, approximately 29 years to 30 years to complete one cycle, right? And in Kali Yuga, the life of a human being is just 120 years in the Vimshottari Dasha system. But technically and practically in Kali Yuga, the lifespan of a person is just, let's say, 70-75 years average, okay? So Saturn, which takes 30 years to complete one cycle, you will see just 2 or 3 max Saturn return in your life. And when Saturn is transiting through each house, it is not only putting its slowness, putting its heaviness, or putting its icy blockage over the zodiac sign in which it is transiting, but it is afflicting the zodiac sign behind and the zodiac sign next to it. So let's say Saturn is transiting through Aries, it will also block Pisces and it will also block Taurus because it's a huge planet, and the influence of Saturn extends to 3 rashis. That is why the massive breadth of the influence of Saturn is why Sade Sati is caused. Sade Sati is the transit of Saturn over your moon sign, and Saturn affects 3 signs at one time through transit. So because of that, during Sade Sati, they say for 7.5 years you're going to go through mental frustration because the moon is the mind and the Rashi is the energy of the mind where the moon is placed. And when a transiting Saturn will reach the last house or the house behind your Janma Rashi, you will start facing mental anxiety, tension, problems and struggles, and then it will transit through your own Janma Rashi and then it will go to the next Rashi, right? So Saturn, it matures at the age of 35. right? It attains the maturity age at the age of 35, right? After Saturn, Rahu matures at the age of 42. Now Rahu is Shanivat. Rahu also behaves like Saturn, so it is like an enhanced version of Saturn. And Ketu, which is the Moksha Karaka, it matures at 48. But let us consider Saturn is one planet which is technically maturing at the age of 35, where half your life is spent. So why is Saturn maturing so late, and why is Saturn blocking enjoyment or happiness, or delaying enjoyment or happiness? Because that particular area of your life, in your previous life, where you have been very careless, where you have been very irresponsible, you have not done your duties properly, and you have not fulfilled the responsibilities that were given to you properly and correctly, and you have exploited the power, you have exploited the position, and you have undermined people, you have disrespected people, you have not followed the principles of dharma. That is where Saturn chooses to be seated in this life. So if you are a person who has Saturn in the 7th house, this means that you are one person who has not fulfilled your duties and responsibilities towards your husband or towards your business partner. You have cheated your husband, you have cheated your business partners, or you have given hope to them and you have not fulfilled the duties. So in this life, Saturn has chosen to be placed in your 7th house. Now Saturn, first it will delay your marriage, it will allow you to get married only post 32-33 when it is heading towards its maturity, unless it is aspected by Jupiter. But mostly it is seen that Saturn in the 7th house delays marriage. Second thing, if you get married also, you will get married to a very cold, practical and Saturnian sort of a person who will always be pointing at your negativities, who will be always pointing at your defects, and who will always stop you, create obstacles in your life. Similarly, if you have Saturn placed in the 4th house, you will not be able to get happiness or comforts of home, property, parents, mother, and you will always suffer emotionally. And similarly, if you have Saturn in the 10th house, it is placed in the public house itself, the career house, the karma sthan. So it shows that you have been a person who has avoided doing work, who has avoided doing public duty, and who has not fulfilled the duties and responsibilities, because of which now you are forced. First, there will be delay in getting a proper work, and when you will get the proper work also, there will be dissatisfaction, there will be unhappiness, there won't be huge growth, and whatever you do, the progress will be slow. So if you see your friends and your counterparts, they will be progressing very quickly, whereas you, having Saturn in the 10th house, your career graph will always be slow but steady, because Saturn delays but it doesn't denies, right? So the nature of the planet Saturn, where it is creating a lot of problems, delays, anxiety, tension, the transiting time of Saturn, that is almost 29.5 to 30 years to complete one cycle. The Mahadasha of Saturn, which is 19 years long Mahadasha, and also one more important part, the aspect of Saturn. So wherever Saturn is placed in your horoscope, whichever house Saturn is aspecting, let's say Saturn is placed in the 10th house, so it will aspect the 12th house with its 3rd aspect, it will aspect the 4th house with its 7th aspect, and it will aspect the 7th house with its 10th aspect. So wherever Saturn is aspecting, take Saturn and place Saturn there also, because those area of your life are also having a mini placement of Saturn there. So foreign travel, foreign settlement, and your experience in foreign countries, or if you're trying to settle somewhere abroad, Saturn, if it is aspecting the 12th house, it will create blockages there. If Saturn is in the 10th house and if it is aspecting the 4th house, it will delay happiness from home, property, comforts, mother, luxuries and enjoyment. And if Saturn is aspecting the 7th house, it will delay your marriage at least till 28-29 years. And if you get married also, it will not allow you to enjoy the happiness of marriage, and it will be very practical and struggle oriented, right? You have been irresponsible, you have been like Rahu, you have been running behind your desire, cheating people, not fulfilling your duties and responsibilities, because of which in this life Saturn is here to do justice with you. It is here to remind you that you cannot take any aspect of your life for taken and granted. If you have power today, if you have got position today, if you have got wealth today, and if you are living at a certain level of life, that is because you have done some good karma and purva punya in your previous life. But if you are abusing the power, if you are abusing the wealth, if you are undermining people, disrespecting people and behaving like Rahu, then definitely in the next life Saturn will choose to sit in that particular house which you are exploiting, which you are not using correctly. So if you are misusing wealth, if you are creating black money, if you are not helping people financially and just fulfilling your personal needs, then in the next life you will have Saturn in the second house. Depending on what karma you're doing, Saturn can be debilitated, it can be exalted, depending on the nature of your karma, but it can also make you become a beggar who is sitting at the entrance of a temple and who is begging for money, and now you can be somebody who is a multi-millionaire or a billionaire. So whatever resources you have given in your life, whatever duties and responsibilities you have been given in your life, and whatever truth that you need to prevail and follow, if you exploit them, then Saturn will choose to sit in particular house. And as I've told you in the aforementioned statements about the nature of Saturn, the placement of Saturn, the aspect of Saturn, the duration of Saturn Mahadasha, the Sadesat in everything, it will give delay in desire fulfillment, guys. And if it is giving you delay in desire fulfillment now, let's say you're afflicted with money, or you're getting trouble in your love life or married life or profession or in-law problem or whatever, pray to goddess Kali and do a mannat, that is a prayer to her that I have wronged in this particular aspect of my life, so I am sorry, please solve these problems and I will live a righteous life going forward from this point. So if you do this, at least the problems of your life which are created by Saturn will get reduced to at least 20 to 25% of what you're facing right now. So I hope this video enlightened you and explained why Saturn gives delay in desire fulfillment. I know it's a very depressing video, but I am talking the truth, and the truth can become sour and bitter at times. So this is Purab signing off from Purab's universe. Take care of yourself. I love you all. Adios. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.